how's it going? Welcome back to another great video with your boy, the Savior. Oh yes, I'm back and I am alive. Sorry for the slow uploads of recent, it's because I've been sick, but as you can see, I've been reborn as Savior the White, not Savior the Dark anymore. So welcome back to the channel. If you are new, do consider subscribing. It takes 2 seconds for you guys, but it means absolutely everything to me. I just ask that you consider it, and if you do enjoy the video, make sure you do leave a like and let me know your thoughts and opinions down below in the comments, because I always love having a discussion with you. Oh, Savior, what do you have for us today? What juicy gossip is there today? Well, today let's take a look at this new game that is being released called Jagged Alliance 3. Now this is my Jagged Alliance 3 review, my Jagged Alliance 3 game review. I managed to play an early build of this game. Like with all of my early reviews, I do not base it on the full release. I do my extensive research, piling through tons and tons of information so you don't have to, so I can give you accurate opinions on a game before it's released, because the gaming industry nowadays, you never know what you're going to get before you buy a game, and if I can get my hands on early, I do. So today, let's just dive into this Jagged Alliance 3 review. Now, a brief history on Jagged Alliance, because not many people know about this game franchise, and that's because it's actually very, very old school. And to be honest, this was probably being developed, the first game, before you were even born, which is pretty insane to think about. But the reason why I'm excited for this release, even though I'm not a huge tactical fan myself, but I've kind of warmed up to it slowly after playing more Mount & Blade. I know that's like real-time, strategy and real-time combat, but still, it is still a tactical game. And the recent Alien Fireteam's game, it's just made me appreciate this genre even more. But the reason why I'm excited for this game, and many people are excited for this, trust me, okay, it might not seem like it, but they are, because these developers actually care. You can tell that these developers are, just pursuing their craft and their vision. They're not worried about the trends of the gaming industry. Jesus Christ. It might look like I'm in agony right now, and that's because I'm recording in my new setup, and here it's a goddamn boiling hot. It feels like I'm in the furnace of hell itself. I'm waiting for an AC, so if you see me sweating profusely, it's not because I'm a crack addict, although that might be also why, but actually I'm just super hot. Summertime in Japan is just insane, but it's fitting since this is a tropical jungle type Rambo experience. But let's get into the notes, shall we? So this is a mix of real-time strategy and kind of navigation where you're talking to characters. There's a full dialogue system in this game, which I'll talk about more later. Everything that you do in this game is spent by using action points. Pretty much literally everything that you do. This is your main currency, because you might think it's the money in the game or the leveling up system or stuff like that, but actually it's for action points, because you need this to basically perform any action. And this game is quite brutally challenging, but I'm glad that they've kept true to the original roots of the franchise, and it's got that classic B-movie, B-game, whatever you want to talk about it, type vibe to the writing, the dialogue. It's deliberately over the top, and that's what makes it fun. Basically, what you do in this game is you need to put together your team, and all of these different characters that you can choose from, they all have their different bonuses and debuffs and pros and cons, so you have to think carefully about who you want to recruit, because that is vital in succeeding in this game. So now let's get into the pros and the cons. I do this for all of my reviews, so basically you can decide if it's justifiable to actually buy this game or not. I think you all have enough intelligence to decide for yourself. That's why I do that system. I don't give you, some kind of subjective score at the end of the video, so I hope you can appreciate that. So, a negative to start with, and this might be a positive for some. It just depends on what type of player you are. There is so much micromanagement in this game, and I know that's the whole point of a tactical game. You have to think about all of your actions, but just be aware, because some people who are coming from more casual experiences might find this a little bit daunting. A positive here is basically the gameplay itself. Like I said, I like this new approach of real-time, interaction with the world space and the characters around you, but then when it goes into the combat, it becomes the traditional turn-based combat, and I think that was a great choice. So this game is very complicated, and the way it handles, hit detection and these calculations, I do find sometimes is a bit of a miss. It has this VAT type system, kind of similar to the original Fallout games, 1 and 2. Obviously it's a little bit different and more complicated, but you can choose, what body part you want to target, and basically, you will have a success or fail rate, but it's not a set percentage, which I find a little bit weird, and there are just sometimes where it just doesn't feel like it's calculating fairly, and it's just a little bit unrealistic at times. I do like the fact that they basically calculate based on your caliber, your weapon that you're using, how far away you are, and actually if there is something between you and the enemy, that all makes a difference, which is pretty cool. But I just feel like sometimes it can be realistic, and other times it can just feel completely gamified, and you will not like this if you are trying to view this game as like a real, logical, and realistic type action, because you can literally stand in front of an enemy and they won't do anything because it's not their turn. That's just turn-based games in general. I always find that slightly off-putting, but it's all about your choices here, and that's what they do so well because of the customization with your crew and the overmap view, where you basically get tons and tons of details, where you can actually micromanage more and see where the enemies are coming from and plan your movement and stuff like that. So something that I absolutely love about this game, and it's almost kind of an RPG type gameplay mechanic that they've added into this game, and that is the conversations that you can have for other NPCs that aren't hostile to you. Basically, this is very vital, because the more information you can find out about the surrounding area and the enemies, the more likely you are to make a wise tactical choice, because this game is all about, tactics, obviously. And I think they did a great job of having different branching paths where, you actually do feel like you do have some choice, and you can decide if you want to ignore these conversations or, just kill the NPC, or, see, depending on what character you have equipped and what character is talking, will give you different options and stuff like that. I think that's all very nice. So I'm literally now melting, so I have to end this Jagged Alliance free review. I do hope you enjoyed this video, and please let me know what you think about tactical games, if they are worth it or not. I know this is like a kind of boomer type genre, but I think it is still alive and well, and I'm glad that it is, because I do think these games are fun, and I think these developers truly care about what they're doing, and this franchise knows exactly how to make a good game. I didn't encounter any weird glitches or bugs or anything like that. This is, honest to God, I feel like the developers know what they're doing and they actually care. But this game isn't going to be for everyone. If you do like this type of game, of course, then I highly recommend that you look into it. I hope you enjoyed this Jagged Alliance free review. If you did, please leave me a like and comment. I would appreciate it if you did subscribe, and that you check out my music on Spotify. I make electronic synth music. My new album is coming out very soon, so please do check it out, the music, and if you do like it, stick around and wait for the album. I would appreciate it so much. Thank you, and have a great day. Peace out.